Thank you. We're going to show you an opportunity here how you can do some of these activities but staying 6 feet apart. So, my crew, this is what's going to happen. You're all going to be airplanes. Get your wings out. Everyone's got the wings. Your wings cannot touch. This is how you're going to stay at least 6 feet apart. One thing you can do is, when you're teaching this to a group of kids, you can go outside to be helpful. Also realize their limbs are not nearly as long as our staff here. So you could also get them to hold on to a ruler or hold on to something else to get them even further apart from each other. So we're going to play a game called Hi, Hi, Hello. You guys are going to randomly walk around in this area. Our boundary lines, these 4 cones. You're going to stay within the 4 cones. You want to act like airplanes. You cannot crash into each other. Keep your wings not touching. You will walk in a random pattern like spaghetti. You will walk around each other and you'll go hi, hi, hello. Whenever you and somebody else say hello at the same time, you're going to celebrate by doing an airplane dance. This is your airplane dance. We can make whatever airplane dance you have. Are you guys ready? When I say the word apple, you will start. On your mark, get set, apple. Keep your distance 6 feet apart from each other. Remember, say hi, hi,
hi,
hi,
hello. Actually, I was hi. Sorry. Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Hi. Hi.
All right, freeze. All right, this is another way we can play the hi, hi, hello game. This way we have a little more structure. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have these 3 people here. I want you to go to the outside of the cones. My 3 here, I want you to go to the inside of the cones. You 3, you'll still be airplanes, with your hands wide. You'll be walking in that direction. You 3 here, airplane arms, walking in the opposite direction. You're still going to walk around each other going hi, hi, hello. You 3 on the inside, you 3 on the outside. Are you ready? On your mark, get set, apples.
Hi. 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 Hello.
You can change this up. You don't have to use hi, hi, hello. You can say strawberry, strawberry, banana. You can have them do all sorts of different locomotive moves as you're doing this. All right, my friends, we're getting ready to play a game called Olympic Rock, Paper, Scissors. In the meantime, I want everyone to hit the track. Everybody moving in this direction around the outside of the poly spots. I'm going to be putting poly spots down as you guys are moving, so please stay to the outside of poly spots. On your mark, get set, apples. Everybody moving. This is a great time. While they're hitting the track, you can set up the game. All right, freeze. All right, my friends, in the Olympics, what are the 3 medals? Who can name one?
Gold.
Gold. And what's another one?
Silver.
Silver. What's another one?
Bronze.
Bronze. So bronze is typically 3rd place, silver is typically 2nd place, and gold is typically 1st place. This game is set up where people are playing rock, paper, scissors. This is the bronze area. If you lose, you move down 1 row. If you win, you move up 1 row. This is the silver line. The gold line's way out here. This is the gold line. Your goal is to constantly stay at the gold line. Okay. When I say the word apple, I want you to go stand on a poly spot. Poly spot. I'm going to pick this poly spot. So, if me and Ryan are right now at the gold level, we're getting ready to play rock, paper, scissors. This is rock. This is paper. This is scissors. Alright. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, show. So it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, show. Who won? Ryan. Ryan won, he stays. I have to find another poly spot. These poly spots are about 6 feet apart. This is how we can stay socially distancing from each other. I have to run way over there. Everybody else is playing at the same time. I have to wait so I can play with somebody else. All right, everybody ready to do this to show how this looks? On your mark, get set, go. Winners go that way, losers go this way. Are you ready? Rock, paper, scissors, throw. I lose for this way. Rock, paper, scissors, throw. on. And learn a game called electricity. How this is going to work. Aaron, you come to the middle. Aaron's trying to figure out who's it. How it works is whoever's it's going to start it. I'm going to be it. I start it like this. Whenever I move my arm, I'll look to the next person. That person's got to move their arm. She looks to the next person. That person moves their arm. And then so forth, so on. Aaron's trying to find the person moving their arm. Whenever she sees the person moving their arm, says, "Oh, Garrett moved his arm," they switch spots. This game's called electricity. All right, Aaron, close your eyes. I'm going to point to someone that's going to be it. You start it. All right, Aaron, open your eyes. Here we go. So a couple of variations. You can have it go in a circle. You can have it, whoever you look at, they're moving. You can do different variations. Instead of this, they can do some sort of big movement, but it has to be quiet. So you can do lots of different variations of this game. A lot of times throughout the summer, the kids are very loud, they're very vocal. This gives the students the opportunity to actually use their voice and have fun with it. So what's going to happen? We have a relay race here. Ryan's in front, Anna's in front, Kelsey's in front, there's people behind them. When I say the word go, Ryan's going to yell as loud as he can. If everybody in the front row is going to yell as loud as they can, they're going to run all the way down to the poly spot, back, yelling. As soon as they get to the poly spot, they'll get to the second poly spot, wait their turn. They're keeping about 6 feet apart from each other. You guys ready? On your mark. Get set. Go! Freeze. This is a great way for them to get their voice heard. So what's going to happen, the first person is going to start off running and yelling at the same time. When they start, they're going to run and go, ah. They'll try to go as far as they can. As soon as they take their second breath, that's when they stop. If I was in that purple line, I've only made it this far. Does that make sense? Everybody, on your mark, get set, go. So, if you look at this, Ryan made about 2 and maybe an 1/8. He made about 2 and an 1/8. This will tire them out very quickly because they're trying to run and yell at the same time. How this works, Ryan will go to the end of the line, the next group will step up to the front 6-foot line, and then they'll do the same thing. So a lot of times in the summer, we like to play a lot of flee and chase games, also known as tag games. One great tag game you can play and keep your social distancing is called shadow tag. Inside, it's kind of hard to do this, but if you're outside on a sunny day, how it works, if whenever I'm running and I can stand in someone's shadow, then that person is tagged. They have to do some sort of activity like 5 jumping jacks, and then they can enter the game. This is a great game, 1s or 2s, physical activity. So what's going to happen, if Ryan and Anna come to their poly spot, they're about 6 feet apart, run to your poly spot, Ryan runs to your poly spot, Anna. They're either going to show a 1 or a 2. Put up a 1, she got 2, you have 2. If your numbers are the same, they have to do some sort of physical activity. So at the beginning, I would say something like, all right, if your numbers are the same, you have to do 5 jumping jacks. So do 5 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They run back to our poly spot. They come back. All right, he's going to show a 1 this time. He's 2. The numbers are different. Whenever the numbers are different, they're going to do a dance together, whatever dance looks like. All right, Mark, let's say, go do dance. Yeah, do dance. All right. They'll go back to their poly spot, run back. what they have. Pick whatever you want. 2, 2. What you have to do? 5 what?
Push-ups.
5 push-ups. Don't do 5
Hey,
push-ups. Alright. This is a great game. The kids keep continuously playing. You can switch up any kind of activity you want. You can be silly with it. You can do. You can say once you get in the middle, you get the numbers correctly. Just yell at each other. If you get it differently, you do some other different kind of activity or physical. All right. This is called Shipwreck. This is a really good game. So how this is going to work? In small groups, to keep them social distance apart. They just can make sure they're at one of the poly spots. So as they're moving around, they just move from one poly spot to the next to make sure they're not on the same spot at the same time. So you guys just start just walking around the circle, just go to one poly spot to the next. If I yell the word shipwreck, you have to lay down on the ground. Ready? Shipwreck. Lay down on the poly spot. Good. All right, get up, keep moving, keep moving. If I yell the word iceberg, you have to freeze. Iceberg, freeze wherever you're at. Good, now keep moving, keep moving. If I yell the word drop anchor, you have to sit on your boutoir with your hands and feet in the air. Ready? Drop anchor. Boutoir, hands and feet in the air, hands and feet. Good job, Garrett. All right, keep going, keep going, keep going. If I yell swab the deck, you gotta pretend like you're mopping the deck. Swab the deck, everybody swab the deck, pretend you're mopping. Good. All right, keep moving, keep moving. If I say the word shark, you're just going to keep moving with your hands above your head. Shark. Nice. If I yell the word ships ahoy, ships ahoy, you're going to go, aye, matey. Ships ahoy. If I yell the word torpedo, you're going to run to the next poly spot. Torpedo, 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 torpedo. If I yell the word walk the plank, you're going to walk and take 3 steps and jump off the board. Ready? Walk the plank. 1, 2, 3, jump. As you can see, this is a quick game. You can go through it and try to trick them as much as you can. You can also keep them spread apart by just using some sort of marker like poly spots or cones. Alright, this next game is called Meet in the Middle. We're still going to use poly spots to set up the boundaries to keep the students at least 6 feet apart. How this is going to work, when I say meet in the middle, this group's going to run down to these 2 poly spots, come on down. These 2 are going to run down to these 2 poly spots, come on down. I'm going to give them an activity. So I'll say meet in the middle, do 5 jumping jacks. Everybody does 5 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They run back. I'll say meet in the middle and give me a silly dance. They have to run to the middle again. They have to do 5 jumping jacks. They have to remember the 5 jumping jacks. They have to do the silly dance. They run back. And you just keep adding to it. You just keep building up. This is actually a memory game. So what's going to happen is kids will stand there and look at each other, just try to remember, see how far they can get. See if they can get at least the 10 activities. So this next game is called Fruit Salad. What's going to happen, I'm going to be the person that's it. I'm in the middle. So typically the teacher would say, you 2 are apples, you 2 are bananas. If I call out apples, those 2 have to run and touch the wall and come back to their poly spot. The person in the middle has to run, touch that wall, and get to their poly spot first. If I say bananas, those 2 have to run, touch that wall first. I have to run, touch that wall, and beat them. If I beat them to their spot, we switch places. Everybody understand? On your mark, get set, bananas. Now she's in the middle. This game's called I Love My Neighbor. How this works, I'm going to call out something like, I like strawberries. If you like strawberries, you have to move to one of the spots that somebody else is on. They have to be on the spots. You have as many spots as you have people. Once they move, you try to get to their spot. All right, you ready? I like playing basketball. Oh, back here. All right, try again. I like eating pizza. not fair. I knew he liked eggs in advance. So I'm going to put together a bunch of different games. There's a lot of different adaptations you can use. You can use poly spots. You can use pool noodles to keep people further apart. Make sure you're given clear boundaries of what the games may look like for the students. If you get them outside, it's probably best. The more they can be outside, the better off it will be. This is something to think about. I appreciate your time. Thank you.